Look at that clear water. Playing this as Brotherhood Loyalist. About to head to the Institute. What did you find, buddy? What is here? I don't see it. I don't see it, buddy. Oh, there's a nuclear reactor kind of thing, the nuclear container. Yeah, not sure what he's seeing. Might be off. You're off, doggy. You don't know what you're barking about. Okay, we're going to use the interceptor to head to the Institute in a few minutes. Just trying to gather any final supplies that I think I could use. Playing this as a Brotherhood person, so I had to build it by the airport. Look at this beautiful game. Ooh. I think in this area, if you come before you do any of the Brotherhood missions, just a whole bunch of ghouls that you gotta take out. Of course, if you come after, you engage Paladin Dan's. They've already taken over by this point. I don't know, there might be some ghouls in the parking lot. Right, there's my signal interceptor. Yeah, because there's a, yes, there might be some down here. Because there's a whole mystery about. Trying to find these folks. Can I take somebody to the Institute?
Then there's everything else. Nothing in between. What's our next move?
Dance?
Ready to continue our mission, soldier?
That depends. How are you feeling?
My power armor systems are within normal op. You just give the word, and we could begin our mission.
Not now.
No problem.
Uh-huh.
I think I need to go to talk to
I've checked and rechecked everything. I think the signal interceptor's ready to go. Are you?
Shouldn't we test it first?
Not with a single frequency code. The second you arrive and the Institute figures out which signal we hijacked, they'll change the code, and we're locked out. This is a one-shot deal. So what do you say? You ready to give it a try?
Let's do this.
All right. Head up onto the platform and we'll see if I can find a signal to lock onto.
Okay, here we go.
The device doesn't work from over there. You have to be on the platform.
I'm going.
It's a valuable asset. If any harm comes to it, I'm holding you personally responsible.
That's
You
what
wanted
that's
to get
nice.
into the Institute, right? Well, what are you waiting for?
I'm going. Jesus.
see. Relays dialed in. Beam emitters warmed up. Everything looks green. Let me start scanning for the signal. Cross your fingers. I'm inputting the code now. Wow, there's a heck of a lot of interference and ghosting. It's gonna take a minute or two to lock in. By the way, this little trip you're taking is a heck of an opportunity to find out as much as we can about the Institute and what they're up to. I put a clever little program on this holotape that'll scan their network and download anything it finds. If you place it in any terminal down there, it'll do the rest. Bring it back to me and I'll see if I can make sense of whatever it found. Well, well, looks like we have a winner. RF wave capture complete. Ramping the emitter. 60%, 80%. Emitter spiking but steady. All that's left is to throw the transmit switch. Transmitting in 3, 2, 1.
Let's go.
Stay safe, soldier.
I think this officially begins the third act of the game. Make it to the Institute and find out what's going on. Is this the one where I load the tape? I think so, right? Is it, what is it called? Is it called Ingram's holotape? Or I'm trying to remember. Phew. Network scanner holotape, apparently that's the name. It was a pretty straightforward mission. Whoa! Emergency relay button.
Hello.
Whoa! Hello.
I wondered if you might
Zord.
You're quite resourceful. I'm known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator.
So that's the next step. Head into the elevator. Is anything else I can do around here? Get a clipboard. Take some notes. Limited access denied. How would I get onto the elevator? Oh, okay.
I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression. Welcome to the Institute. This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here for your son.
Is there anywhere else I can go? No, pretty straightforward. Okay, to the people watching on the stream, spoiler alert, obviously. It's a pretty big moment in the game. Sorry about that, it's my dog. Hey, buddy. Lying down. Okay.
Shaun?
Huh? Yes, I'm Shaun.
Shaun? Is that really you?
Who are you?
Shaun, where is everyone?
Father, what's going on? What's happening?
Shaun, are you okay? You're not hurt, are you?
What's going on? Father? Father!
Shh. It'll be okay, Shaun. I'm here now.
I don't know you. Go away. Father! Father, help me! There's someone here, help me!
Who is Father? Where is he?
Father? Father, help me! He's trying to take me! Father? Father, help me!
Shaun. S923, recall code Cirrus. Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
Father? That's your name? Your title?
Father is my unofficial title. It's what I've come to mean to the people of the Institute, just as you mean to your son, to Shaun.
I'll make this very simple. Where is my son?
He's here, in the Institute. Closer than you think. But I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to find your son. Well, your tenacity and dedication have been rewarded. It's good to finally meet you, after all this time. It's me. I am Shaun. I am your son.
How is that even possible?
I know this is a lot to take in. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the son you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality. And here I am, raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
But why? Why take a child? Why take you?
Ah, now that's the question, isn't it? Why me? At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being. Walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
Human synths? Really?
Human-like synths. A great distinction. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available, of course. But it had all become corrupted. In this wasteland, radiation affected everyone. Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found me after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had crept into every other human cell in the Commonwealth. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am their father. Through science, we are family. The synths, me, and you.
And you've been down here the whole time?
I have. Yes. I know you must have questions. Please. Anything I can do to help you understand.
Kellogg. He worked for you?
Kellogg. He was an Institute asset long before I arrived here. It wasn't until I became director that I learned of all the things he'd done. What kind of man he was.
You knew the man was a psychopath, but you used him anyway?
I don't expect you to understand or agree with the decision.
Well,
The Institute took advantage of Kellogg's vicious nature. I will freely admit that. Institute technology prolonged his life, and his usefulness far beyond any normal human lifespan. He never failed the Institute, but his cruelty became more apparent with every completed objective. I won't lie. It's no coincidence your path crossed his. It seemed a fitting way to allow you, us, to have some amount of revenge. What else can I say to ease your mind?
Wow, this answers a lot of questions.
Your mother. She never got to see you grow up?
Yes. What happened to her was... I've gone over the records of the incident, of course. It seems her death was an unfortunate bit of collateral damage.
So evil.
Collateral damage? Is that all she was to you?
I forget that it's been such a short time for you. I don't have any direct memories. And I've had my entire life to cope with the loss. Has it always been easy? Of course not. But I've done my best to move on and live my life. For many years, I never questioned who my parents were. I accepted my situation, and that was that. With old age comes regret. And asking what if more often. But what matters now is that you and I have a chance to begin again. What else can I say to ease your mind?
So you're in charge of the Institute?
I am the acting director, yes. I spent decades working to reach this point. It's a responsibility I take very seriously. The Institute. It's important. It really is humanity's best hope for the future, no matter what those above ground might think of us.
They're scared of you, Shaun. Scared of the Institute.
People are always frightened by what they don't understand. Ultimately, the Commonwealth has nothing to fear from us. Whatever you've seen or heard, I know I can convince you of that. Just give me time. I know there's more for us to discuss. But the Institute is on the verge of some important breakthroughs. Your presence would be appreciated as we approach them. I've been a part of something amazing here. I've helped to build a life for myself and the people of the Institute. And now, after all these years, you have an opportunity to help with that. Doesn't that intrigue you? Isn't that what you want?
I honestly don't know.
You want me to stay here? In the Institute?
Yes, that is what I propose. Is it so hard to imagine? The Institute can provide a better life than anything above ground. You've been in the Commonwealth. You've seen what it's like. I assure you that you are better off with us.
What should I do? I mean, I know I have the mission to talk to Dr. Lee, so if I disagree, he's going to kick me out. I think I should tell him I don't know. I think that's the...
I don't know what to do.
I realize that. It's why I'm trying to help you. I hope that you can see that rationally. The Institute is the only thing left in the world that is worth being part of. I simply ask that you give the Institute, me, a chance.
Okay.
A chance to show you what I've been telling you. We really do have humanity's best interest at heart.
Yeah, that's
Will you
BS
take
though.
that chance?
I just don't know.
Just give it time. Give the Institute a chance. The Institute is now your home as much as it is mine. Please take some time, get to know it. Meet the
Okay,
people
there we
you'll be
go.
working
I think that was the right choice.
You'll want to introduce yourself to the division heads. Dr. Fillmore in facilities, Dr. Ayo in SRB, Dr. Holdren in bioscience, and finally Dr. Lee in advanced systems. They've all been notified of your arrival, of course. Meet them, and then we'll discuss what comes next.
Okay. Why would you make a synth? It looks like the son of the protagonist just to mess with the guy, man. Okay, that was a long... There's a lot of exposition. A lot of information, but I think it answers a lot of questions about the things that need to be done. Okay, so I need to go meet these division leaders. Ultimately, I don't think I'm going to side with the Institute because no matter what Shaun says, the place is still, it's an evil place. I'm sure at some point I'll do a playthrough where I do end up siding with the Institute, but it'll be the most evil outcome. Right?
It's an honor to have you here, sir.
Why, thank you. I like the music, the single piece of music that seems to be playing. Oh, I'm back here. I think I need to go all the way down. And then meet these folks.
Almost done. Just need to tighten up this primary drive servo.
That's the third primary drive breakdown this month. As far as I'm concerned, the phase-out on these older models can't come soon enough.
Oh, I don't know. Most of them have lasted long past their projected lifespans. If you ask me, they were built pretty well.
Huh, I can't argue with that. Even so, I'm ready to see the full Gen 3 roll out.
There we go. All set. Unit, you can return to duty.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thanks again.
Of course.
It's my
It's so
responsibility
weird listening
to
to
make
these
sure
people
this
talk to
place
them
runs
like they're
I wish you
machines
could have
in their
known Father as we
facility.
have.
We're all looking forward to working with you.
Are they people? I don't know if we'd call them people, but yeah.
I wouldn't be here. Now you're going to tell me about this mysterious Phase 3.
You know I can't talk about that. Dr. Watson can be a little obsessive when it comes to rules and policies.
What's Phase 3?
You're here. Glad you made it.
Your presence here is a great gift. Not just to Father, but to all of us.
I'd love to know what Phase 3 is. Okay, I think they're all in the...
Authorized personnel only.
So Dr. Ayo thinks he can hide in his office, does he? Well, you can tell him that I intend to speak to Father about these unannounced security sweeps of yours. Ransacking my quarters in the middle of the night is totally unacceptable.
I'll pass along your message, Doctor.
See that you do.
Welcome to the Institute, sir.
Our new sensors so lifelike, I keep mistaking them for real people.
Jesus. See, they're just talking about them like they're machines, man. It's not cool. Okay, I think there's one leader here, right? Oh, I have a level up. That's interesting. The music in the Institute is not playing for my Pip-Boy. You know the music that you get when you try to use the Pip-Boy? It's a different kind of music. Do you guys hear that? Or I guess you guys don't hear it. You hear something else. What should I use? Maybe up something in my intelligence. Use some speed check stuff. Right. Man. Okay. What? So there are all these 4 places, right? That's the cafeteria. This is the
child synth. It's just remarkable.
Yeah, that does not happen.
As the Institute's requisition vendor, I can provide supplies for your missions on the surface.
Oh, that's
How
cool.
may I assist you today?
Sure. Let's take a look.
Experiment 18A. Hey, that's cool. I didn't know they had these weapons that they are holding. These you can find on any synth, the pistols and the rifles, but Experiment 18A. It's an interesting one. Anything in apparel? Synth chest piece, synth helmet. I think I could use the synth helmet. Steady synth chest piece. That's cool. I don't know, the Institute had their own little marketplace. But still can't
Remember
get
to
over.
keep unnecessary power consumption to a minimum. Don't recharge unless your primary levels are below 2%. Also, if you haven't patched your navigation software, do so after this meeting. The last thing we need is more synths bumping into walls. All right, that's all for now. You can resume your duties.
All maintenance requests should be directed to the Facilities Division. If you require maintenance, please file a report with the Facilities Division.
Okay, thank you. I think I need to go talk to that guy.
I fix 1 relay and 2 more start to fail. At least I'm not bored.
Excuse me, Doctor.
It's a real juggling act, trying to keep all the systems down here operating in the green. This place might look shiny and new, but there's a lot of old technology in these walls. I lose sleep worrying about when the next blackout's gonna hit.
Looks like everything's running great. I'd say you're doing your job.
Hey,
It does look like
thanks.
a great place.
It's nice to be appreciated. Most people just take my work for granted. It's the kind of work that only gets noticed when something goes wrong, if you know what I mean. There's some stuff I need to check on. See you around, yeah?
Okay, this guy, I guess, just runs the systems around here.
Rumor is, Advanced Systems will be starting a new dark matter initiative soon.
Interesting. Robotics.
If you encounter a hazardous chemical spill, please alert the Facilities Division immediately.
I will do that. Creepy looking robot. See, is it a robot? I can't even call it a robot. It's a synth, right? There's this part human DNA in there. Okay, synth retention.
Greetings, sir.
I'm going to go meet these leaders one after another. See what they have to say.
What now? I hear we're about to get a new food supplement.
Maybe I should take some courses with me. Send a message.
Please don't. There's enough friction as it is between us and pretty much all the other departments.
You going soft on me, Alana? My methods get results, and they will this time as well. You'll see.
Like any machine, a synth can malfunction. Just wish it didn't happen so often.
I can't imagine living on the surface. It sounds like a nightmare.
Yeah, you're part of the problem.
I swear I spend half my time smoothing the feathers that Justin ruffles. We need to be able to collaborate with the other divisions, and that's a lot harder when they're always angry at us.
What's Justin doing that's causing friction?
Oh, he's just pushy and demanding. He thinks his problem should be everyone's biggest concern. I have to admit, though, the other divisions have never taken our needs as seriously as they should. Guess they see us as a necessary evil or something. It's really not fair. Oh, just listen to me. It's the first chance we've had to get acquainted, and all I want to do is complain. In any case, it was good to meet you.
Okay, is that one of them?
Excuse me.
I think this guy's one of them.
Constant vigilance is vital in preventing synth escapes.
Doc.
So, here you are. Justin Ao, acting director of the Synth Retention Bureau. I'll be upfront with you. We're going to be keeping a close eye on you for the near future. Despite your relation to Father, you're a bit of an unknown quantity. I'm sure you understand. There won't be any issues, will there?
Why? Don't you trust me?
Oh, it's nothing personal. I don't trust anyone. Now, Father has asked that I provide you with a brief overview of the Synth Retention Bureau. Our primary responsibility is the recovery of escaped synths that are hiding among the human population on the surface.
Why would synths want to escape?
Synths do not want. They might look like human beings, but they're machines.
See, this is the problem.
As to why they're escaping? That matter is currently under investigation. Our main instrument is the Courser, a third-generation synth assigned to operate on the surface. Coursers hunt down and reclaim synths that have escaped the Institute. They are highly self-sufficient, trained in combat, infiltration, and tracking. In a word, our Coursers are relentless. But I gather you know all this, since you've encountered one.
I did. I killed a couple of them.
In fact, I'd very much like to know how you defeated it.
I shot it a bunch.
I'm no stranger to combat.
Even so, a Courser should be more than a match for any single combatant. I suppose I'll have to ask robotics to perform detailed diagnostics on the entire production run. As if we don't have enough problems. Now, unless you need something else, I'll get back to work.
No, I think I'm good.
I'm good for now. Thanks.
Very well.
Okay, so that's one down. That's a Courser.
I know it'll be a difficult adjustment for you, but try to remember that synths aren't people.
Then why are you making them? What is the... every time they say that, makes me want to punch them in the face. Just don't make them then. That's what I'm saying. Don't make them. Lab.
Has X576 checked in yet?
I don't think so.
Smell like you've been above ground.
Better keep an eye on that.
Okay, I think I'm pretty much done in that Synth Retention Bureau.
Reporting status. All functions normal.
Thank you. I appreciate you reporting that to me. What a creepy place. I think part of the creepiness is just it's so clean. Why does it have to be so clean? I think the cleanliness, the extreme cleanliness of it figures me, creeps me out.
Did I turn off the interferometer?
Okay, I'll go here with the clock. Should I go there? Is that the... Oh, there it is. That's the other one, robotics. Just the general cleanliness is insane in this place. And every person that I keep running into keeps telling me, whoa! What's that?
They were just a limb twitching. But her eyes were moving as well. Involuntary twitching.
What's happening?
Only mean one thing. You just don't want to admit to yourself. If you're about to talk to one of your passionate speeches about artificial systems and machines...
Is this how... Are they showing me how they make sense?
I've heard enough of them. Write them down from memory.
But we can't just ignore the question. If a synth can dream, why can't it have a soul? And if a synth has a soul, then it is a living person by every standard we can measure.
I agree with that.
Of course it is far more comfortable to think of them as machines, so we can do what we want with them.
If you disapprove of the work we do here,
there we go, that's a person. Or a very...
we're men of science.
Very, very human-like sin.
Well, remember.
The synths are trying well.
Please, step this way for processing.
Then he goes into a place called processing. Jeez. And then what happens? Oh, there's some more sins being made. Guys, this is really interesting.
Feels like this project has been going on for months.
We received a work order from SRE.
What do they do?
They're requesting replacement coursers again. Quite a few, actually.
Doctor.
I guess they lost a whole unit on the surface.
Momentous time. Our third-generation synths are a true breakthrough. Culmination of centuries of research. It's no exaggeration to say that they're superior in almost every way to human beings.
What makes them superior?
The list of improvements is exhaustive. I can talk for an hour and still not cover all of it. Imagine what you could accomplish if you could live without fear of hunger or disease. Imagine what you could create if you could spend every waking moment of your life as you saw fit, with no need of sleep. Like I said, a momentous time.
Momentous indeed.
Hello.
Isn't that the head that I was supposed to talk to?
Dr. Loken.
With our third-generation synths, we've improved upon humanity.
Wow. If you guys end up playing the game and come to the institute, man, this is fascinating stuff. It's showing you how an actual synth is made. It's crazy. And see, the synth is put into the liquid and just goes and becomes a synth. Crazy. It's crazy.
All this must be a little overwhelming for you.
All our divisions are important. I tend to think of robotics as the first among them.
Father has done remarkable things. I would not exist.
No visible reaction to the K-14 compound. We'll start the next trial then. The dosage will be much larger this time, and the side effects will likely be more pronounced.
Will there be any pain?
I honestly don't know. I suppose it's your job to find out. Now hold still.
Doing tests on a synth.
Pardon me.
Father is more than just our leader. He is our creator.
Been to synth attention, been to robotics. Is there another? Bioscience. I think this is where Dr. Lee is. I believe so. Just took off the panels.
You had time to examine my latest reports on batch 274?
Not yet. I've been reviewing Father's plans to expand our operations at Warwick. He's eager to get that going, so I've had to put everything else to one side.
I wonder how the Warwick family is doing. Young Wally must be close to 10 years old by now. It's remarkable that any child can survive for so long up there, don't you think?
I try not to think too much about it.
Whoa,
we have
the
more
Warwick
than
kid
enough
is
to
the same.
occupy ourselves here. Those people are the last remnants of a dying past. It's best not to dwell on the subject.
They're still people, and they're suffering. We can at least admit that it's regrettable. After all, how can we hope to redefine mankind if we can't even hold on to our own humanity?
Yeah,
well,
that's a good question.
That's a question best left to our colleagues in the robotics division.
Yes, well... I suppose you're right.
Okay, these are
Dr.
synth
Holdren's
gorillas.
Gorilla project is showing promising results.
Wow.
Mankind redefined. It's catchy, isn't it?
I think somewhere here is.
I'm sorry, but I'm too
Excuse me,
preoccupied
I've got
with
reports
chit-chat.
to deliver.
Hi, Doc.
Yes, yes, I'm sure that whatever you have to say is very interesting, but now simply isn't a good time.
Working on something important?
All of my work is important.
Way to
Now,
be full of
if you're
yourself.
quite finished, I'd very much like to get back to these mental equations. They're difficult enough without the distractions.
What a charmer.
If that was an attempt at humor, I'm afraid it's lost on me. I'm much too preoccupied with my equations. And now, if we're quite finished here, I'll return to them.
Okay, so that was time well spent.
Humanity's future is taking root right here.
Hey, Doc.
Welcome. So good to have you here. Dr. Clayton Holdren, head of the Bioscience Division. I can't wait for you to see the work we're doing. It's truly amazing.
Like what?
I was just about to explain that. As the name implies, the Bioscience Division specializes in fields of study such as botany, genetics, and medicine.
Okay.
Our most important directive is to ensure the health and well-being of everyone in the Institute. To that end, we cultivate highly specialized breeds of flora
Oh, interesting.
for use in food and medicine. We've even started to explore the idea of synthetic animal life.
I know,
You
I saw the
probably saw the
gorillas.
gorillas.
Yes.
They're really just a pet project at this point, but the potential is exciting nonetheless.
Yeah, the gorillas are not.
Seems
That's
like
pretty
there's
amazing.
nothing you guys
I mean,
can't do.
With hard work and ingenuity, any challenge can be overcome. I'm sure I've taken up enough of your time as it is. But I have to ask, have you decided whether you'll join us?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Right now, I'm just trying to keep an open mind.
It's a big decision, I know. But it's also a rare and important opportunity. No need to rush to judgment. In any case, I imagine you'll want to continue looking around. Or, if you prefer, I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have.
I'm good for now. Thanks.
Take care, then.
One of the things that bothers me about the Institute is why can't they do all this while they keep the people on the surface in the light? Like, if you have this level of technology, why not just take care of the people up there who are suffering with real things? Instead of trying to do these crazy innovations, just try to find ways to cure radiation sickness.
The latest synth generation is just amazing. Those
Oh my
guys
God,
in
shut up.
robotics are working miracles.
Just do that while you keep the people in the loop. Like, why do it in secret? That's what I'm trying to say. Where's this place? Oh, this looks like a very... This looks like a This actually looks like something out of the surface. Right? Very, very old school. Psychotats. Who's eating psychotats? Yeah, that is. I did not know that. I did not know the Warwick kid was a synth. Man. Oh, I think this is where I need to get into. Go talk to Dr. Lee. Should go talk to Dr. Lee. Bunch of ammo, cauterizer, medical equipment. Okay, I think I need to come back to this. Yeah, anything I do from here on out might be considered hostile if somebody runs into me. It's good that nobody's here. I'm just going to actually go get the mission before I start poking around.
Sorry, but I'm too preoccupied with chit-chat.
I'm not trying to engage you in chit-chat. Calm down. They tried before, it didn't work out. Hey Kate, how are you, buddy? Thanks for joining. What did they try before that didn't work out? Okay, this was bioscience. I think Dr. Lee is in advanced science. Go find that advanced science place. Is that it?
We are honored to welcome you.
Okay. Man, this place is so... It's so sterile. I bet these trees are not real. I think these trees are like synth trees. Working with the surface. Oh, they did? Really? Oh, that's right. There is like a line that comes up, right? During one of the loading screens. No, you're right. Where they're like, they try to work with the surface people and then mutual distrust immediately kill that or something like that.
She's been at it for over 2 hours. What is she even testing?
Nothing. At this point, she's just doing it for fun.
What is she testing? Who's Janet Thompson?
Safety first. Remember that.
Well, thank you. I will.
Well, that was productive.
She in here. I think that's her.
Dr. Lee.
Oh, it's you. You're not authorized to be here.
Actually, I was looking for you.
Me? Why?
I've been sent by the Brotherhood of Steel to find you.
You don't beat around the bush, I'll give you that. I knew it was just a matter of time before your people would track me down. I've been looking over my shoulder for almost a decade, waiting for them to send someone like you to kill me.
No, I don't want to kill you.
I'm only here with good intentions. You have my word.
You're giving me your word, even though we just met? Fine. Since Father trusts you, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. I might not agree with everything he says, but I know he'd never allow harm to come my way. Say what you came here to say, and then leave me alone.
Oh, okay.
Are you happy here?
You'd think being surrounded by cutting-edge laboratory equipment and some of the greatest minds the world's ever known would be enough. Only problem is the lack of transparency.
I know.
I don't think we get the full story on
See, that's
everything
part of
that
the
occurs
problem.
down here.
They don't
What
scientists
does that have to do
don't
with
know.
why we're talking?
The Brotherhood needs your help, Doctor.
Needs my help. Why? They seemed to have everything under control when I left.
Did you abandon any projects you wanted to complete?
You should know better than to ask me that. If they didn't tell you what I was working on, they didn't want you to know. I'm certainly not going to put my neck on the line and spread their dirty little secrets. Tell me something. Why would I possibly want to come crawling back to the Brotherhood? What reason would I have to throw away everything I've accomplished here?
That is a good question.
Father trusts me, and so should you.
He trusts you because you're family. I'm not. I can't just take your word for it. I need more than that.
The Brotherhood has always been straight with you.
I am getting a bit tired of all the secrets around here. Sometimes I feel like Father isn't being straight with me. Like there are things I'm not supposed to know about.
Yeah.
I don't like that. But still,
Too
how
many
can
secrets.
I turn my back on all of this?
I give up. What would it take to convince you?
All right, I'll play your game. I had a colleague down here, a Dr. Virgil.
Oh, that's
Several
the glowing
months ago,
sea
there was
guy.
an accident in his lab, and he was killed.
No,
I
he's
wanted
alive.
to help with the investigation, but Father had the laboratory sealed, saying that it was contaminated. The incident never sat right with me. The more I asked about it, the more I felt like Father was deflecting my questions.
Oh, he had to fake his
If you
death.
bring me solid information on what killed him, I'll take it as a favor from the Brotherhood and consider.
Hey, Tyler.
Do we have a deal?
Thanks for joining. Yes, that's right. I found that out already. I was part of the first 20 minutes of the stream, but yep. If you came here to try to do a spoiler alert.
I know this may come as a shock, but Dr. Virgil is still alive. I met him myself.
Oh, please. Do you really think a cheap tactic like that is going to work on someone like me? Stop trying to avoid the legwork by lying. Either you get me the evidence, or we have nothing else to talk about. Deal?
Deal.
All right. Dr. Virgil's lab was in the Biosciences Division. I can give you a code that will get you into the section, but the lab itself has been sealed, so you'll have to breach it on your own. I'd tell you to be quiet about it, but your Brotherhood and discretion isn't exactly your strong suit. And finally, if you get caught, we never had this conversation. Now, for the sake of keeping up appearances, let me see that Pip-Boy of yours. I've been told to install a Courser chip in it for you. Father's orders. You're to be given
Oh,
full
nice.
access, with the ability to relay in and out of the Institute at will.
Thank you. I'm sure that'll come in handy.
Given
So
that
I
the
can just
relay
jump
is the
in and
only
out
way
of
to
the
access
Institute
the
now?
Institute, handy is something of an understatement. In case the significance is lost on you, you'll be the only one here with that kind of access. If nothing else, it should demonstrate the amount of trust Father has placed in you. Speaking of, I trust our discussion will remain between the two of us. Now, I need to...
Okay. That's some more helpful information. And I don't know if Tyler's still here, but yeah, Tyler, I don't think Father is a synth, right? He's still my son.
Safety first. Remember that.
He is the DNA that they use to make the synths. So, in a way, that's why they call him Father. But yeah, he's not a synth. He's still human. He just is the DNA that they use to make the synths. Okay, I think I need to go back to the place I came from, the biosciences.
I can't express how truly humbling it is to stand in your presence.
Yeah, the ethical dilemmas are so deep in this game. So you try to figure out, what's the right path. If the Institute had found a way to do all this
Hard to stand out when you're surrounded
in
by
partnership with the people up there and not created artificial humans, then I think there is some good. There could have been some good with the Institute, but man, this terrible route that they took to do all this in secrecy, and then just kill humans as they see fit. I think this is the door that goes to. Is it this one? No, I think it might be that one. Yep.
That's it.
Okay. Why won't she trust me when I tell her Dr. Virgil is there? Whoa! Whoa! What? What's happening? Is this like an abandoned part of the building? Guess I can't shoot that. Just gun it. Whoa! It's a dead synth. What's going on here?
Perimeter movement detected. Possible stealth unit in the AO.
What? What is happening here, guys? This is like an abandoned part of the institute.
Got it.
Scanner's clear.
I hope this doesn't cause a fallout between us. A Fallout New Vegas. Hello, Lessa the bear. Why would you think it would cause a fallout? I mean, you haven't even said anything that would cause a fallout between us. A Fallout New Vegas. Are you a New Vegas person? A New Vegas fan? Oh my god. I'm literally taking a knife to a gunfight. Damn it. Maybe. I mean, to each their own, I guess. I know we talk about it every, at least the last couple of streams I've done. Looks like there are quite a lot of New Vegas fans. Man, calm down. I just need them to remaster. Didn't I just kill that thing? Oh, there are two of them. Happy to play New Vegas just as long as somebody remasters it at some point. It's really hard to play like the game with the graphics that it has now. I'm too spoiled. I'm too spoiled by looking at graphics like this all the time now.
Alert level elevated. Negative sensor read. Weapons cold.
I get the hype behind New Vegas. I understand why people like it. Especially, I believe the TV show is going to go there next season, right? They just announced that they cast Kumail Nanjiani in the second season from Silicon Valley and Big Sick, and I think he might play. A theory. My theory is that he's playing. Yes. What is the Las Vegas villain guy's name? I forget, but it's the Mr. Is it not Mr. Robot, Mr. Frost or something? Mr.
Possible stealth unit.
He's like a computer. Oh, that's a mod. Yeah, I think he's playing that big Vegas computer, whatever the name of that is. Again, I don't know much about the game. I just know there is like a Vegas computer that's like evil, or a Vegas machine that's evil. Okay, I know there's an Assaultron here. I think the best weapon, in my experience, for an Assaultron has been a shotgun. You know, you guys tell me if you know something different. Paint, supplies. Anybody know if there is any good loot here? Keith, if you're still on. Is there a magazine or a comic around here? I keep seeing these mods. Not finding any good loot. But it feels like a place that should have loot. Is that something? Thought that was a... Thought that might have been a magazine, the US Covert Ops magazine. But why would one of those be here, right? Okay, I think the Assaultron's right there. Is that a safe? Nope. I'm looking too hard. Maybe there isn't any. There we go. Come on, baby. One shot? Jeez. Whoa! Man, that thing was brutal, guys. Jesus. That thing took me down. That knocked the crap out of me. It gave me no chance. Should I use a different weapon? Or try to use a different weapon. See how it goes.
Contact.
Let me... Nice. There we go, baby. Whoa. There's a whole lot of radiation damage. Freezing sledgehammer. That's nice. Why am I taking a bunch of radiation? Come on, there has to be something good here. Give me something. What am I going to do with that lab coat? I don't need a lab coat. It's weird. It says Black Institute, but those don't seem to be black. Okay, I think the only cat meat. Jesus. Is that a dead house cat? Aww. Damn it. Stupid institute. Whoa, another cat. Guys, that is just sad. Why? Why? Whoa, okay. Alright. Calm down. Let's do this one at a time. Take the third one. Eat it. Where is this other one? My God. Wow, this looks like somewhere where they would keep babies. Right? Like, look at the blocks and the blood on the floor. Oh, this place is so screwed up.
Got it.
Yeah, same thing here. Oh. This place, man. The Institute. This is why the Institute sucks. One of the many reasons why it sucks. And they just abandoned this place and decided not to even... What? Oh my God, what? There's a super mutant and a cat? Ugh. Jesus. What a horrible place. And it's in their building, like they didn't even care enough to dispose of these bodies. They were like, yeah, we're just so evil, we don't care that we need to take these out. What a horrible place. I think that thing's going to set off anytime soon. No? You just have broken down synths here. Expired synths. Synths that are no longer useful. Oh no. I hate this. I hate it. Oh, okay. It's a lake. It's a face.
Got it.
Oh, thank God. Sorry guys, that's my dog. Somebody just walked by the door. Zod, quiet down, buddy. Okay, I think this is the place, right? This is the lab. The super mutants. This is where they built Dr. Virgil. So if this whole place is essentially no longer functioning, why do they still have experimental serum? Oh, that's a serum. That's right. I remember now.
This is Dr. Elliot with the official report for the Directorate from Bioscience. The date is, August 2178. I'm pleased to report that, as has been the case during my tenure, crop yields exceed expectations.
Crop yields, really?
In point of fact, everything down here is fine, with one notable exception. Dr. Frederick has informed me that the Directorate has pre-approved research on samples of the FEV virus, which he already has in his possession. Now, I'm not one to question the Directorate, you all know that. I don't even want to know where this came from, but, well, this is troubling. Dangerous, possibly. I will do my best to make sure risks are minimized, but I really do hope that the consequences are understood.
Yeah.
This is Dr. Elliot reporting for the Bioscience Division, March 22-24. We just received another batch of subjects, but as my previous report stated, we're at an impasse here. More of the same won't help. The two most promising strains of FEV have been adapted to an ideal state, but we're still missing something. I am officially echoing the team's position. The most likely progress for our research on synthetic organics requires new avenues of exploration. Additional Commonwealth subjects will not help. It's the same problem across the board: exposure to too much radiation. We need someone new. There's a proposal we'll be putting forward. I am not entirely comfortable with it, but it seems the best course.
What is this proposal? Huh. Is that the proposal that got Shaun?
Personal record. Dr. Brian Virgil. This will likely be my last recording. My requests to shut down the FEV program have repeatedly been denied. We've learned nothing useful in the last 10 years. Why does Father insist on continuing it? If he won't see reason, then I have to take matters into my own hands.
Do it.
What we're doing, it's not right. It needs to stop. If anyone should find this after I'm gone, know that I never wanted to hurt anyone. Anyone. Do you understand me? I'm gonna make sure the whole program is shut down. If not for good, then at least for years to come. After that, I know what I'm about to do will be seen as a betrayal. Treason, he'll probably call it. So, I'm leaving. I have a plan, and if it works, I'll be somewhere safe. Somewhere not even the coursers can find me. Everything that we've done, the lives we've taken. If there is a God, may he have mercy on us all.
Okay, I think we now have the evidence that was needed. These, I believe, are just more notes from Dr. Virgil. Man, what a horrible situation. I think this is the part that Dr. Virgil broke out of, or where he was quote-unquote killed. Are they female super mutants, or are they all male? In my 100 plus hours that I've put into Fallout 4, I have not seen a female super mutant. So, I don't know. I don't know. So anybody in the chat now? We'll do some research on this. But it's just all of the ones I've seen look like this. Right? So I think until I get any other evidence, I think all super mutants are male. Aren't they? Okay, so I give this evidence to Dr. Lee, and I think Dr. Lee will know the truth. The truth about in other Fallout games, yes. Oh, there are females in other Fallout games that are super mutants? Well, then why don't we have them in Fallout 4?
Humanity's future is taking root right here.
Or you could just go help the people up there, the actual humans. Only male mutants in Fallout 4. Yeah, that's what I thought, Keith. That is indeed what I thought. Copy and paste, they got lazy. Really? Surely there is some like canon reason, right? Has to be. Why we don't have female super mutants in Fallout 4. Because everybody I have seen is male, and I mean, even if they copy pasted, they could have just copy pasted a female model, right? Why did they not do that? Just get us one kind of female super mutant model, and there you go. Are there female super mutants in New Vegas? Hello to you.
Hey, sweetie.
So you're father's father, but he's older than you. That's weird.
That is weird. Tell me about it. You cut lots of stuff in Fallout 4. Oh, really?
Rumor is Advanced Systems will be starting a new dark matter initiative soon.
Anything interesting that they cut from Fallout 4 that you know of, Keith?
Just as you gave life to Father, he gave life to many of us.
But that's the thing, I gave life to him, so he's not a synth. Stop calling Father a synth. Father cannot be a synth. They're a deadline to make. Yeah. That, I mean, sure. And the game is super loaded as it is. Like, there is so much in the game already. So, I mean, I guess I can understand. Okay, here's your evidence.
Excuse me, Dr. Lee?
Took you long enough to find that evidence. Let me see what you've got.
Here you go.
A holotape. This better not be a waste of my time.
I'm gonna make sure the whole program is shut down. If not for good, then at least for years to come. After that, I know what I'm about to do will be seen as a betrayal. Treason, he'll probably call it. So, I'm leaving.
See, that I think that proves it to her. and he's not actually dead.
They lied to me.
Of course they did.
They lied to me, and I didn't even realize how far it went. All those years of loyalty. For nothing.
At least the Brotherhood never lied to you.
I'm such a fool. I came to the Institute to get away from the Brotherhood. From the whole world. I just wanted to do my research in peace. Father took me in and gave me access to cutting-edge technology that I only dreamed existed. I became jaded. I thought that the Institute cared, that they wanted to better mankind. Maybe in their own twisted way they still do. But now I realize if you can't trust the people you're working for, then it's all pointless. If they lied about Dr. Virgil, who knows what else they've been lying about? Or what their plans are for my work. I'll make my way back to the Brotherhood. But I'm going to have to do it on my own. I can't take any chances being seen with you. Tell whoever sent you that they've just regained the services of Dr. Madison Lee.
Okay, I think that completes this part of the...
This is day 8 of Trial 6. The last week has been very productive, but exhausting. I think we'll need a break after this. Benet has done some really marvelous work with the personality mesh. It's almost too good.
Okay, now before I leave this place, I think there's some
responses
loot
map almost identically
that
to
I can get.
expectations. Some of the most lifelike I've seen. Of course, it's not really Shaun. None of his memories are in there. That, even now, would be a step too far. It's starting to have an effect on the team, I think. I know I've been caught up in the moment once or twice. Just a second or two, forgetting that he's not a real boy. Still, I think we'll need to consider restricting him to the lab only for the moment. I'm well aware that others are put off by his presence. If I were slightly more arrogant, I might consider that a sign of success.
Where does this lead to? Am I back at the FEV lab? What is this place? Whoa! Seems like they're constructing some new areas within the Institute. If a death clock comes out, I'm going to be mad. I'm going to be bummed out, you guys. It's the last thing I need here. Okay, it just seems like it's an area where they're doing some construction. Couldn't find any loot here. Friends in the chat, let me know if you know of anything cool here. I'm gonna head back. Some guy joined the stream an hour into the stream and just came and said, "The father is the leader of the Institute." Just leave that message, like to. He thought he was going to like spoil something for me. I mean, if I've titled the video "Exploring the Institute" and I've done it for an hour, surely I've found that out. That's the first thing you have to find out before you do anything else. Why am I taking radiation damage? So I know some of these people's living quarters have some loot. This seems like I'm just going to go through these quickly. Surely there is. I think for sure one of them has a comic. I know that. Pre-war lamp. Wow, is that how the clocks actually looked? Man, before they were affected by the radiation, I guess. They turned all yellow. Interesting. Some toys here. Baseball bat. Institute jumper. Looks like if people ended up siding with the Institute, they have a lot of options to pick from. Can I take a shower? I guess not.
You know, I love my work, but I love being a father even more.
Institute lab coat. Oh, that's the elevator.
It's stuck.
And why have it there? Bet it's something to do with the mission. Wow, look at that crisp, clean coffee pot and a beer with an actual label on it. Very, very interesting. Are these all the living quarters? Surely they have.
Your presence here is a great gift. Not just to Father, but to all of us.
Whoa. Is this taking me? More living quarters, hopefully.
Oh, there's a clean floor. Are your visual receptors malfunctioning? Can you not see the grime and dust? Don't make excuses. You're clearly defective, and I intend to report this. Perhaps after you've been disassembled, we can use your components to make something that's actually useful.
What a dick.
Nothing to report, sir.
What others call complaining, I call critical thinking and challenging assumptions.
What an idiot.
Good evening.
What an idiot. Some mentats. Undamaged camera. They have the synths cleaning this place. These old-timey computers. Retro computers. Retro synths. Back here. Why is he just standing there? Concourse. How do I get to the concourse? On the 4th floor of the north spiral staircase. Something on the 4th floor. Okay, which floor am I on now? Is this the 4th floor? One, two, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I think I need to go 1 floor up. It's the north spiral staircase.
It must make you proud to see all that Father has done, all that he has built.
So that apparently there's a comic in the living quarters of the of Clayton Holdren. Back in the house. Hey Bryce, what's up, buddy? Back in the house. I am back in the house, and you are back in the house. We're both back in the house. Thanks for joining. I'm exploring the Institute. I'm really creeped out by all this cleanliness.
Give me the creeps, you know? They seem, I don't know, cold.
What's going on? What have you been up to, Bryce?
Every day, Liam finds some new way to impress us. He's incredibly bright for his age.
Back in the house. Back in the house. It's weird that this is a house to some people. But it'll never be a home. There's no love in the Institute.
We are honored to welcome you here.
It's just a crappy place. Playing Nintendo Switch. They put a game called Earthbound on the emulator. It used to be $1,500 for a copy of the classic game. Earthbound, for a game that's like on the Switch. Switch is what, like 20 years old or something, right? I don't think the games that are that kind of recent would cost that much. Oh, so the doors have names on them. Okay, that's helpful. I think I need to find the door that says Holdren. What is Earthbound like? Is it like, my guess is it's like a space game. Oh, there it is. I found it.
Perfect.
Yes. Your canine companion permanently takes 10% less damage. That's nice. Look at the doggy. Such a good dog. Who is a good dog? You're a good dog. My dog just woke up. He's like, I'm a good dog. Am I a good dog? He's so silly. He's a silly boy. It was an RPG for Super Nintendo. Plays kind of like Pokemon, where you get experience and level up. Hey, that's cool. That sounds like a cool game. I need to check it out. It's called, what is it called? Earthbound. Or Fallout for that matter. Oh, it's like Fallout? What's the new Bethesda game that's apparently like Fallout in space? Is it Earthfield? Starfield? I think it's Starfield, right? This guy's a cafeteria and everything.
Discontinued?
That is correct.
That was my favorite one. Can't we keep it a little longer?
I will be happy to forward your request to the Bioscience Division. In the meantime, please feel free to enjoy one of our other nutritious and flavorful food supplements.
I want Supplement 77.
I am sorry, sir, but that supplement is no
Father
longer
is more
available.
than just our leader.
Useless machine.
He is our creator.
The commissary is always open. Would you like some processed sustenance packets?
Sure.
I've got a few minutes to browse.
Oh, just those two. Starfield has been described as an ocean an inch deep. Oh no, really? So it's not a good game? Okay, my guess with that description is it's just...
Sounds like a nightmare.
Seems like it's a lot, but it's really nothing.
Welcome. Do you require additional supplies?
Yeah.
Let's see what you got.
Gonna see what's going on with this. 4421. Do I buy it or do I buy it? But some people enjoy space a lot. I don't want to rag on it too hard. No, I hear you. I mean, you can still do space games that are good, right? I mean, if it's a bad game, it's a bad game. What's the big Kickstarter one that they had for a long time that like really ended up going nowhere? Is it? I'm trying to remember. Oh boy, No Man's Land. Like, you remember No Man's Land? It was they made such a big deal out of that game, and then it ended up being a nothing game. Concord? Oh, is there a space game called Concord? That was also a disappointment.
Terminal should open this.
Oh, No Man's Sky. You're right. Sorry. Yes. Yeah. No Man's Sky. That's right. Okay. I think I have the teleporter now, so I can just jump to the institute, right? Did not meet all of these guys. Who else is left? Thought I met all of them. Concord was the epitome of disappointment with the gaming industry. Oh man, really? See, I met the robotics person. Oh, this is the person that I interviewed?
We don't usually welcome outsiders. I hope you can appreciate your good fortune.
Excuse me, Doctor.
They weren't kidding. You really are here. Well, all right. I'm Allie Fillmore. You can think of me as the Institute's chief engineer. When Father told us about you, I could hardly believe it. You've been through so much, I think most people would have just given up. If you don't mind my asking, what was it that kept you going all that time?
I just wanted to find my son and keep him safe.
Now that you've found him, I hope you're proud of the great man he grew up to be. Now, I'll give you a quick rundown of the facilities division, and then, as you might guess, we keep the Institute's mechanical and electrical systems running smoothly. We maintain and upgrade all of the systems that make it possible to live and work in a place like this. There's a lot of machinery behind these walls that recycles the air and water and provides power to the laboratories and quarters.
Everybody on the surface
might
could
not
use
be
those
as exciting
machines.
as some of the other departments,
Every single one of
but
them.
it's at least as important. So, now that you're here and you've spoken to Father, does that mean you're on
Why
board?
are you all asking me this question?
I'm just...
Zod. Quiet. Hey.
Well, please do mind what you touch. Sensitive equipment here.
Sorry, guys.
Not like topside. If there's anything else you'd like to know about the facilities division, I'm happy to discuss it.
Okay, I think I finished that.
It must be a challenge to meet the power demands of a place like this.
Absolutely. We scratch and scrape for every precious ounce of voltage that we can. Over the years, we've learned a few tricks that help supplement our power budget. When necessary, we can tap into select sources on the surface. We take only what we need, of course. Fortunately, Advanced Systems is always working on new solutions to generate more energy. It's a good thing, too, because the demand is always increasing. You don't even want to know what a single use of the molecular dematerializer consumes.
It's not even purchasable anymore and was only on the store for a week or two. Oh, the Concord game? Man. I don't know why some games fail. Like, when you make something that's that expensive and takes that many people and thought and technical effort, like, it sucks to see something like that failing. It's such a bummer. It's not feel good at all. But what can you do, right? Some games have to fail, unfortunately. I need to check out this Concord. Sounds like a disaster. I've realized you can't destroy an idea, but a better idea will destroy a previous one. If a game is more fun, others will fail. Yeah, that is true. I mean, if you have the money and the backing for a game like that, then who's to say no, right? Like, there are people who'll enjoy playing the game. Like, consequences be damned, because it's people basically getting together and then just trying to get backing and funding for this idea that they believe in, you know. And I'm sure there were people when they were making Fallout 4 who were like, maybe having the Institute is not a cool idea, like maybe we should come up with something better. But it ended up being a great idea. How do I go talk to Father? I think he has a mission for me. To go talk to him. Hopefully taking this mission doesn't mean that I'm siding with him, because I'm not. I do not want to do that. Where is Father? I can't find this guy. Oh, there he is.
Now that you've had a chance to see the Institute firsthand, what do you think?
First things first. How do I get back to the surface?
The same way you got in, of course. You are not a prisoner here. You may come and go as you please.
That's
ultimately, all our knowledge and resources are focused on a single goal. The goal is best summarized by our motto: mankind redefined.
Unfortunately, no advancement comes without occasional setbacks. As remarkable as our synths are, they can be dangerous without proper supervision. The superior synth mind and body attempting to wrestle with something approaching free will can be a recipe for chaos.
If they're so dangerous, you should destroy them and start over with a better design.
There is no need for such drastic action. We are constantly working to correct any flaws that might arise. As you will soon see, we're also more than capable of reclaiming any synths that become a danger to the surface. A rogue synth has taken over the Raider gang at Libertalia. His memories have been erased, and his identity altered. He believes he's a man named Gabriel. Under his leadership, the Raiders have taken many innocent lives. I've dispatched a courser to Libertalia. I'd like you to join him and reclaim that synth.
We'll bring that synth home.
That would be best for everyone. Now you should get moving. Many people are in danger, and a delay could cost lives.
Is the synth at Libertalia already? Yeah. I just hope doing the mission doesn't mean I have to side with the Institute, because that would suck. I just want to take the rewards of the mission and then say goodbye to the Institute. Not a fan of those guys. They're super evil, man. Whoa! Whoa! What's happening? Where is this? Where is this guy? I usually bring Preston Garvey in there. Oh, you mean to the Institute? Well, I mean, this time I've sided with the Brotherhood, so I cannot take Preston. Right, I have to take. Where is this guy? I have to take Maxon. Whoa, I'm way off. Let me make sure I get this right. He's like somewhere, he's like right by the wharf. Okay, I'll go. Yes, sir, I know many people hate his quests, but you are the general in his situation. That's true. At least with the Minutemen, I get some kind of autonomy or leadership. Something that I do not get with. And did I just pick the absolute worst time to come here? Where are you, dude? I don't see you. Oh, there you are.
Lost him.
How do I talk to this guy? Dude, talk to me. Talk to me, bro.
Sloppy tactics, bad aim.
This is the thing. I think if I start shooting at the Brotherhood, I've betrayed them, right? So I can't do that.
You call this a fight?
Yeah, I'm not going to mess with whatever's going on here. They came to get rid of like some raider. What are we doing fighting a synth? I do not get it. I don't get it. Just want to get back to Maxon. See, I just don't want to risk. I think once I side with X6, I think it's over. I've basically chosen the Institute as the group to side with, which I don't want to do that. Screw those guys. But you're right, Bryce. I do hate the Minutemen quests. Those suck. Oh, they're such a pain.
I received word that Dr. Lee is returning to us. How cooperative do you think she'll be?
I've convinced her that the Institute is the enemy, not the Brotherhood.
Well done, Knight. As soon as Dr. Lee arrives, we'll interrogate her aboard the Pridwin. She's been under the Institute's influence for the last decade, and we can't afford to take any chances. Now, I believe you still possess an important piece of data that Proctor Ingram is eagerly awaiting. I want you to bring it to her immediately. Once again, Knight, you don't fail to impress. Dismissed.
Proximity sensor's green. Getting a 3-second ping back.
Control systems all reporting back on.
I think I need to go back to Proctor Ingram, right? That's my next step. Just report to her.
Knows what other sick projects the Institute's working on.
Yeah, those two are pretty sick. They're indeed pretty sick. Yeah, she's at the airport. That's what I thought.
How can I help, Knight?
I'm good right now.
Now that we have intelligence on the Institute, we can use it against them to gain the upper hand.
Indeed, that is the plan. Okay, there's Ingram. Let's go take the holotape.
Here's your holotape, Proctor. Hope the data on that thing was worth it.
Thanks. You know, it's good to see you're still in one piece. I wasn't sure what the Interceptor would do to you.
I wasn't worried. After all, I built the device myself.
I have confidence in everything I built too.
I mean, when I
But
say
that's because
I
I'll
built
only
it
deal with
myself, I had some
technology
help.
that I understand.
Friends
Speaking
on
of
the stream.
technology I don't understand, I'll get this holotape to Proctor Quinlan. I'm dying to find out what's on it.
Hopefully, it'll reveal a weakness in their defenses.
That would be the best case scenario. Before we jump to conclusions, let's see what Quinlan's scribes can get off of it. I'm sure the Institute has all of their data heavily encrypted, so it's gonna take some time to crack. After that, we'll have to see what we've got. There's no telling what we might have grabbed off their mainframe. In the meantime, I've got a new assignment for you. So, I bet you're eager to get your hands dirty on our new project. How much has Maxon told you about it?
What new project?
Why all the secrecy?
We're pouring every resource we have into this thing. We can't risk tipping off the Institute. For now, the fewer people that know about it, the better. Come on, it's this way. Unless you're blind as a bat, I'm sure you've noticed that we've been building a gantry on the tarmac.
Oh, this is the Liberty Prime.
Looking for something that'll tip the balance when we go toe-to-toe with the Institute. Now, the Pridwin might be a big beast, but she's not built for fighting.
Oh, yeah.
That's where our new project comes in. This storage bay of parts is what's left of Liberty Prime. The Brotherhood used it in the Capital Wasteland as a weapon against the Enclave. It's the most advanced
Whoa.
robot the Brotherhood has ever had.
Damn, look at that.
Unfortunately, Liberty Prime was destroyed in the line of duty. I've spent the better part of the last few years piecing him back together. And if you think that was easy, try rebuilding a Protectron while you're blinded. In order to get Liberty Prime fully operational, we're going to need your help.
This is a waste of time.
This isn't a request night. Maxon put you on this project. Now, the good news is that we've got most of Prime's parts fully assembled. The bad news is that it's going to take more than a few rivets and some spot welding to get them working again. The first problem is his CPU. It's fragile, and every time we try to feed power to it, it blows itself out.
There's gotta be a way to solve that.
I do all the maintenance on the Pridwin, so you'd think it'd be a snap. As much as I hate to admit it, Prime's power systems are out of my league. Luckily, you were able to convince Dr. Madison Lee to return to the Brotherhood. She was on the original build team for Liberty Prime a little over a decade ago. I've already spoken to her, but she's reluctant to work on Prime for some reason. If you could get her down here to lend a hand with his power system, we can get the big guy moving.
Well, where is Dr. Lee? She made it to the Pridwin already. She's supposed to be there. Where is she? Thought she was supposed to be there, right? Is she at the Pridwin?
Pridwin is a magnificent ship, and we're lucky to have her in our arsenal.
Oh, is she where all the other commanders are? I feel like that's what's happening. Yeah, I think she's probably hanging out with the rest of them. The rest of the
Attention!
leaders.
This is a reminder. All recovered technology must be presented immediately to Proctor Quinlan for evaluation.
Yeah, there she is.
Anyone found in
There
possession
should
of
be-
undocumented technologies will be subject to inquiry and punishment.
First one to kick them open. Damn ferals. Radiation has a twisted sense of humor.
Oh, that's Quinlan. Damn it,
Dr.
Quinlan.
Lee would return to the Brotherhood. But you're not here to discuss history, are you? Are there
I think a bunch of
documents you wanted to turn in?
Uh-huh. I found some technical documents for you.
These look rather promising. You certainly have a knack for this sort of work. Here are the caps that I promised.
Oh wow,
Remember,
1,000
the
caps.
Commonwealth
Sweet.
is an almost unlimited source
Let's
for
go.
these technical documents. Check every building you explored.
Okay, now where is Quinlan? Where is she?
So you're the new knight, I
Is that her? Yep, there's Dr. Lee.
If you're here to talk me into working on Liberty Prime, you can forget it.
We need you.
We had a deal.
I said I'd return to the Brotherhood of Steel, and I have. But you neglected to mention that I'd be asked to work on Liberty Prime. I've been down this road with the Brotherhood before. Why would I make the same mistake twice?
If not for the Brotherhood, do it for Dr. Virgil.
What they did to Dr. Virgil was cruel. It was wrong. How could I be so blind? You really know how to push my buttons, don't you? Tell Proctor Ingram to get her scribes ready. It's going to take
Right.
a hell of a lot of work to get Liberty Prime back online. But we'll get it done.
Excellent. That was easy. That was quick. Easy indeed. Have I? Oh, sorry. Hey, Bryce. Just saw that chat. Have you played Nuka World or Far Harbor? Yeah, I have played. I've played both of those. Like I just did the main story. I think that's where I need to go next. Is just take a break from this craziness, all this Institute Brotherhood craziness, and head to Nuka World or Far Harbor. I played like the main story, but I haven't done like the 100% or going and exploring everything. You know, finding every Easter egg. I haven't done that. Have you played either of those? What did you think? Do you like that DLC? I think I enjoyed Far Harbor more than Nuka World. That was just me. It's just me. Nuka World is like super action heavy, like you're fighting your way through the whole time. Far Harbor, you know, is like a much more exploratory. You're like by the sea, and you have like a mythical monster that you get to fight. Whoa, look at that! They've already set up the area to get Liberty Prime going.
Old rat on a stick was a really bad idea. Excuse me.
That's cool, man. Where is Ingram? I need to go find Ingram.
True peace can only be achieved by superior firepower.
If you do the Radiation Fanatic story, you get a hammer called Atom's Judgment. Nuka World was extremely fun, tons of weapons, the Magician Guy, and Raiders. There's a Magician Guy in Nuka World? Whoa, wait, hang on. What's the Radiation Fanatic story? You mean the Children of Atom? Like if you do that quest, you get a hammer? Dude, you talk me into it. I love melee weapons, you know that. OPP, yeah, you know me.
Proctor Ingram.
Well, things are off to a good start.
I'd get that now.
Isn't that right, Doctor?
I hope so. Prime suffered some significant damage to his memory core.
Sir, the magician he has the Sword of Wonder. The Sword of Wonders?
The good news is that the damage
Whoa.
isn't irreversible, and I should be able to get the power flowing into his CPU core without overloading. If your people stay out
That sounds
of
like
my
a
way,
cool
that
weapon. I need a Sword of
Charming,
Wonders.
isn't she?
Sorry about that, Ingram.
Don't worry about it. we might be butting heads on a few issues, but I've dealt with worse. Besides, Dr. Lee's worth all the aggravation. We're working with one of Prime's original
Both
designers.
melee weapons, by the way.
I don't
I
see
think
it
if I
getting any
stock up
better
on
than
those,
that. In fact,
I'll be happy.
since things are going so well, we're gonna have you start building his electromagnetic actuators.
You're acting like I know what those are.
Oh, I know you haven't the faintest idea what I'm talking about. I just like watching you squirm. The actuators are what allows Liberty Prime's arms and legs
The
to
Sword of Wonders.
Prime's
Let me
new
look this
lenses
up.
are way too heavy for the simple hydraulic pistons he had in the
Sword
past.
of
We're
Wonder.
gonna have to rip those out, construct a brand new system using electromagnets, and install them in his limbs. What we need you to do is build the actuators.
Oh, that looks like
Now that you
the
know
Power
what the
Rangers
actuators
sword.
are, you need to know how to make them. These are the plans and the materials list. Don't lose them.
Now, before you get that look on your face, you'll be happy to know that we have plenty of the raw materials on that list right here at the airport. The only thing we need you to head out and find is a high-powered magnet. According to Proctor Quinlan, the best place to find one is in any of the ruined hospitals around the Commonwealth. We've already sent out a few teams to find the rest of the high-powered magnets you'll need. They should be back by the time you return.
Once you start building the actuators, we need one for each limb, so you'll need to make a total of 4. Good luck.
Unless you like getting radiation sickness, I'd stay away from the ferrets.
Oh yeah, me too. I love finding those named weapons, man. Big fan. Krem's Tooth, right? That's my favorite. That's super cool. I need to find the Atom's Judgment hammer too. So the Brotherhood flag. Nice. I love the Brotherhood. They're such a cool faction. I'm not saying they're perfect, but man, look at that.
Pull the trigger on any of the Commonwealth scum can be fatal.
Look how cool they look, guys. Come on. What could be... What more could you need? Like, they just make these... Now they're making a giant mech? Come on. So cool. These guys are awesome. Oh, and look at this thing. Boom. Nice.
I heard that Elder Maxon got that scar in his face from going one-on-one with the Deathclaw.
Okay. Thank you for that. Very informative. Hey Bryce and a couple of my other friends who are watching. Hope you subscribe to the channel. I think Bryce is already subscribed, but please subscribe to the channel. That way you guys can join my future Fallout 4 streams and check out some of the other crazy stuff I'm doing on my channel. I have my own dog meat. My own dog that I make some videos of him. And then I also do stand-up. I do stand-up comedy for fun. I do movie reviews, just all kinds of reviews. make interesting video essays. So I hope you subscribe. Guys, because we're out of the institute, I feel like the current stream is false advertising because I've called it Exploring the Institute. So just give me like 10 minutes and I'll be back with a new stream. Hopefully you guys can join me there. And I'll be back to like exploring the Commonwealth theme. I think a bunch of people are just dropping in and then they're leaving because they're like, this is not the Institute. What is this guy talking about? So just give me 10 minutes or so. I'll be back with another stream. Bryce, I hope you joined me there, my friend. I'll see you soon. We'll close the stream on this cool shot of the mech.